Hello and welcome to day 14 of the Dream Big program. Terrible voice, am I? Anyway, you know what? Stop worrying. I'll give you self worry lines. Look. Okay, let's get serious for a moment. Why am I saying that? Well, you know what? Using my example of the Ironman that I have in the past, it was easy to get worried around a whole plethora of things. Would the weather be good? Would it hurt on the bike? What happens if I get a mechanical? What happens if, all these what happens if and limiting beliefs that we've talked about in previous lectures? They were coming true. But there's an art around dealing with worry. And I've learnt it from a leading coach who I respect greatly, not met, but read a lot of his work. Is a guy called Ben Bergeron. He deals with the elite athletes in the CrossFit world. He gets all of his athletes, when they're leading up to the CrossFit Games, to write down everything that could possibly go wrong and calls it the what could go wrong list. This list details out everything that they need to go through and what they can do to mitigate it. Well, I've taken this one step further. I want you to, and this is in your most valuable actions, is write down everything that could go wrong or everything that happens in the process that you're going through. Now write a column next to it and understand or identify, is it mitigatable? Can you mitigate that risk? Can you do something about it, basically? Let's say my chain snaps when I'm riding my bike. Buy a spare chain. That's a mitigation. So the next column that I want you to write down and have a look at is, okay, so I've identified my chain could break. I could buy a new chain as a mitigation. Is it controllable? Yes, because I can buy a new chain. Okay, so the fourth column is, can I worry about it? And the answer is yes, because I can control. No, I can't control whether it snaps, but I can control whether I've got an answer to that. Okay, so all of a sudden, we now begin to break down these big worries into chunks where we can actually deal with, because you know what? Can I worry that the water's going to be cold enough so that I can wear my wetsuit? Well, I know the answer to this, and the answer was no. So, in actual fact, I couldn't worry about it. I had to let it go. Easier said than done, I know. But by letting go of it, it meant that I could focus on what was important and what was really worrying me. This is easier said than done, and as a life coach, we go through a lot of this. And helping people identify what can be controlled and what can't is a big exercise, and I can't confess to going through all of it in the next 2 or 3 minutes. But just knowing that you can control some things and have to let go of others is a revelation. I promise you it will make a big difference. So with that, check out today's most valuable action and think about it. Think about worrying about the things that you can control. And if you can't, will the sun rise tomorrow? Probably. Will it rain tomorrow? Who knows? Can I worry about it? No. Can you worry about whether you take an umbrella or a jacket? Yes, absolutely. So worry about that. Slightly simplified, but you understand where I'm coming from. With that, any questions, ask this man here, but I will see you tomorrow.